Welcome, Bryte Church, to another devotional. We're going to read from Matthew chapter 9, the first 4 verses. And it says here, "And getting into a boat, he crossed over and came to his own city. And behold, some people brought to him a paralytic lying on a bed. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, 'Take heart, my son, your sins are forgiven.' And behold, some of the scribes said to themselves, 'This man is blaspheming.' But Jesus, knowing their thoughts, said, 'Why do you think evil in your hearts?'" Jesus knowing their thoughts. One more passage, that same chapter. Let's start reading from verse 20. Matthew 9, verse 20. "And behold, a woman who had suffered from a discharge of blood for 12 years came up behind him and touched the fringe of his garment. For she said to herself, 'If I only touch his garment, I will be made well.' And Jesus turned, and seeing her, he said, 'Take heart, daughter, your faith has made you well.' And instantly the woman was made well." What if you're given the task of reading somebody's mind? That's hard. That's impossible. Yeah, you can perceive somebody thinking something, and maybe judging a certain way. But that's literally impossible. Yet Jesus can read a person's mind. He knows what a person's thinking inside their heart and inside their mind. And both these, and there's a lot of other passages that we can find where Jesus shows that he is not just all-knowing, obviously, but knows our thoughts, knows people's thoughts. And I just want to take a moment to be amazed by Jesus. Sometimes when I see my son reading a book in the playroom, he's sitting there quietly and I'm watching him, and it would be an amazing thing to know what he's thinking then. To know him through and through. That's like my desire to see how he develops. And yet I know that no matter how much I try, and I know what I'm going to be teaching him, things that Jesus taught, but I won't know exactly what is happening inside his mind because I don't have that ability. But Jesus does. Jesus's abilities, he is God in the flesh. He is amazing. And I just want to take time to ponder over that, what that implies. He's able to do this, know the thoughts of a person instantaneously, perfectly. And that makes him the perfect judge, actually, as well, right? Because he knows the intentions. He knows the motivations behind any action because he knows the inner workings of the person. There are times when my kids are playing, I'm not in the room, and I hear somebody screaming or somebody crying, and I run into the room, try to figure out what's happening. Usually somebody has a guilty face, and I try to figure out, okay, what's happened. But it would be an amazing thing to be able to know their thoughts at that moment and be the perfect judge and also the perfect comforter. And that's the most amazing thing, that Jesus is not only the perfect judge because he knows the motivations, he knows every single thought that people have, but he's also the perfect comforter. When we're thinking about that, he knows exactly what we're going through at any season of our life. And so if you're going through something right now, and I want to encourage you that Jesus knows exactly what you're going through. He knows your thoughts. He knows your emotions. He knows you through and through. You are his creation. And here's the most amazing thing. There will be a time when all these things will be just set aside. He will wipe away every single tear. So today, as you pray and you address Jesus, think about how well he knows you. And if there is something happening in your life, just think and ponder over the fact that he knows you through and through. He knows your good thoughts and your bad thoughts. He knows everything about you. And that should comfort you, and that should bring about peace, his peace that's beyond all understanding. Be blessed today.